Did you know that a white candidate is 36% more likely to get a call back than a candidate of African American descent? We here at JobsAnon find that disturbing, especially when the technologies to simplify the hiring process do nothing to prevent this discrimination. We believe a candidate should be hired solely based on their abilities. That's where our idea for JobsAnon came from, the ability to offer complete anonymity while also providing the best candidate for the job. Hi, my name is Michael Story, the lead developer for JobsAnon, and please join us for our overview of our website. Our primary job as front-end developer is to bridge the gap between technology and user. Since our mission is to create the least biased process possible, we have spent considerable time ensuring the accessibility to our users with disabilities. We hope to achieve WebAIM Section 508 compliance in the future and are working hard to improve our website and equally in terms of functionality and accessibility. On the JobsAnon homepage, we are greeted with our mission statement, which we take very seriously. We want everyone who visits our website to eventually find gainful employment. On the Jobs tab, applicants may view job postings which they may apply for. Unlike traditional job sites like LinkedIn, viewing a job posting is not an action that triggers notifications to the employers.
Here at JobsAnon, we're most excited about the functionality of our interview service. When a client connects to an interview session, they are represented by their untraceable but unique alias. To further anonymity, we implemented a speech-to-text system, which also allows for those less dexterous of us to speak into a microphone where a program does the typing for them. My job as application developer is to create an aesthetically pleasing experience for users, which draws their attention and focus more towards the interview itself rather than the website.
My name is Michael Quast, and I'm the lead database designer for the back end of the website. My responsibilities were to design the schema of the database, implement the design, add callable procedures for utility, and ensure the relationships were functional. This is where information such as username, passwords, as well as demographics are stored. We implemented the necessary tables for a functioning interview session and document storage. In addition to this, we also came up with a system to securely verify logins with a token that requires it to be present for every subsequent interaction with our site. The token has a set lifespan and expires after a period. The credentials are also stored within our database, encrypted using a strong hashing algorithm.
Now that you've seen how users interact with JobsAnon and have seen some of its features, I'd like to share with you some of the details behind the scenes of how the site works. As the lead backend developer, it is my job to ensure that content arrives for the user quickly and efficiently and consistently. Another duty I was responsible for was the site's security. We wanted to make sure that in the case of a cyber attack, we would not be left completely stranded. Overall, our site utilized the microservices architecture for delivering content. This means that individual pieces of code are within independent units, meaning they can scale separately, and that way we have the ability to scale vertically and horizontally if need be. From a security point of view, we implemented a lot of different policies in the form of a framework. We have a token-based login system, much like Kerberos, but tweaked for our personal uses. The entire system has a lockout period of 24 hours to ensure that logins don't get stale. We also only allow one login session at a time to prevent duplication or someone maliciously entering as someone else. And we also reject messages to the server when they're not coming from a legitimate, trusted source. This, amongst many other things, is why JobsAnon is quite a sophisticated site from a technical perspective. Now that you've seen how users interact with JobsAnon and have heard about some of the features our sites provide, I'd like to take you behind the scenes to tell you about some of the software that enables this whole platform to function properly. As the lead backend developer, it was my job to pick the hardware, software, and middleware that allows all of our services to run seamlessly together. It was also my job to oversee the cybersecurity operation of JobsAnon to make sure that we are not hit by a cybersecurity attack, or if it did happen, that it would not be completely devastating to our business. Overall, our system utilizes the microservices architecture, meaning that individual units of code are running within their own servers. All of this is then hidden behind a reverse proxy running Nginx. This provides a central point of ingress and egress for data, and also encrypts all traffic inbound and outbound to the server in order to protect our traffic. We've also enabled quite a few other features, most of them homemade, like a token-based login system that prevents users from sending unauthorized messages, and also that prevents users from using stale logins in order to access our site.